Hi everyone, Ali here again. Today is March 31st, 2020, Tuesday. So what are the charts telling us? NASDAQ, I was mentioning in my video yesterday that I'm seeing this pattern build up over here. From chart patterns, this is known as a rising wedge. We are seeing constant higher lows, up days, down days, up days, down days, and it's sort of topping out on the top. And generally, from the chart pattern itself, it means that it's supposed to go lower when it breaks out. Um, Now, you remember that I was building a box over here and I wanted it to break higher, and it did. But now, the way the pattern is that it might go down, might test these lows again. I mean, let's take one step at a time. Ideally, I want a higher low and then a continuation for me to be bullish on the market. But the other thing would be to test this bottom again and have sort of a double bottom and then go higher. But those are the two possibilities that I'm looking at the moment. Going over to S&P 500, same thing. Over here, one other thing that I want to point out, it did not break the 20-day moving average. So that's a little discomforting for me. Other than that, same thing. WIX is dropping, volatility is dropping, and as I pointed out in my yesterday's video, is that that doesn't mean that the market can't go lower. So we saw a down day today, and the WIX was lower. So there's no basis of the market going higher with the WIX going lower. So this is one schedule that I took from Carter Braxtonworth. He is frequently on CNBC, and he is a technical analyst, and he talks about charts and stuff like that, and he tweeted about this. So I think it's worth looking into. So what it's showing over here is the 15 best 3-day performance ever since 1940 to present, right? So 15 3-day best performance, which means in 3 days, in 3 consecutive days, which are the top 15 best performances. And what we got in March, like a few days ago, maybe a few days ago, last week I think, was the best performance ever since 1940. We got almost 18% up. But then he goes to show that which were the best three performing days, and here's a list. And generally, we get these rallies after a sharp sell-off in the market in the past 6 months or 3 months. So now, and then he goes out and sees, how did the following day, following week, or following month did after the fact, or even 3 months out after the fact. So since I am a long-term investor, so I actually want to focus on probably like a month, 3 month, or 6 month, and most of these. So I was isolating in case we are in a bear market, in case, and we had this as a bear market rally. So how should I see 3 months out? And in 2008, 14% up. 3 months later, 10% down. In October 2008, 12% up, 13% down. I think this was where in March we bottomed out, and this was the gain, and we got 26% up in the following 3 months. So right now, we're like 20% up, and then in 2008, 10% and 15%. So any ones that you'll see for 2008 over here, 2008 over here, 9 or 8%, and you'll see 15% or 18% drop. Now, it's too much to take in, so visually. This is somewhere in September, peak, and then the market started dropping. I just wanted to layer on WIX over here. And these are the times that he's talking about, the ones that are circled over here, or eclipse, whatever you want to call it. And the volatility, like right here, when the market was going up, down, and at some point, people just probably had it, and they said, you know what, let me just get out of the market. It's not turning positive, and this is when everyone started throwing in the towel. But look at these sharp bounces, and this is what I was showing. Anywhere from 8 to 13% was right here, and right after this we got like a 28% in 3 months. But VIX spiking twice over here, but you can see that the VIX is sort of coming down and flattening, but the market kept going down further. So that's it for me. I just want to just not close my eyes and start buying heavily. I'll be doing a little bit cautiously, and let's see where we go from here. And I just wanted to share this with you. Wish you guys all the best. Take care. Bye.